Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. Chase Claypool, touchdown Bears! CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So they gave up the big play on the touchdown in the first drive, Charles, and now they were looking for a big play of their own. Instead, they throw the interception.
And, Brandon, they came right out and went for it, trying to push the ball downfield. But remember, the other side ran a few plays before their big one, so they got a little patient there, and it cost them.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That's an early scramble to review positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
On fourth down, Fields. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll go option to the short side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On 1st down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now Goff. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here we go on fourth. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams, 39 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just made the punter a little bit jealous there. There was some serious hang time on that ball. Deep downfield, and while it didn't connect, it certainly sent a message, didn't it?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now Goff on 1st down. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Goff a handoff here to Swift. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Goff now to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the 1st half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
They'll run with Montgomery. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. Second down and goal. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Fields now to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields forced out to his left. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Lions will take over. Well, that's the fourth time that they've tried to go for it on fourth down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
Complete to Wright. He's got room past the 30. Look at the big fella go. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's a handoff to Swift, running left. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Open man right side is Sharp. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Goff. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. On 2nd and goal, Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown! Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And the lead is now 17 to 8. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the 50, here's Fields. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 29 yards. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Fields trying to throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. To throw again on second down. Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. Goff now looking to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Gone. Wright's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now gone. And he will find his man on the outside. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 9-yard line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back now at Ford Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Fields. Open man. Completes it to Claypool. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. A quick throw there, going to be batting away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 45. Goff now to throw. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now it's gone. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit 1st down. To throw is Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st down, it's gone. Finding Williams once more, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. To the air again. Goff. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Swift. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 39. To throw is Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
4th down, Fields has to have this one. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Goff gonna throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game